Alright, guys, how are you all? Thank you for being here, and let's get our reading on. Okay, you are resisting a very happy occasion, okay? And this can involve another person. This can be about a job or actually a relationship. And this is actually very beneficial for you, but you have some doubts and fears about it, and they all are invalid. They are really unnecessary doubts and fears. Potentially, you have a really nice, joyful times ahead of you, actually. Okay, and it's actually gonna feel really good for you, okay? Because you've been having hard time feeling the happiness inside of you, okay, fully, because you are resisting this thing. Again, this can be a project partner or a relationship partner, okay? You can feel it. Which one? Okay. So you are having this doubt and fears because you are seeing the world a little different from other people. Okay, you have unique ways of seeing things, and this is why you sometimes hinder yourself from having emotional fulfillment because you think too much. You are using your power of unique thinking in creating unique doubts and fears for yourself. Okay? Okay. So you've stopped to kid yourself. Okay? You have stopped to kid yourself and others about your worth and about what you're capable of. Okay? Because in the past you were seeing yourself, you know, as a powerless being, and you were trying to use some lies to yourself and to others to make you seem like you are bigger than what you are. But you have put a stop to this, okay? So this is gonna be, uh, this is a milestone for you to reach this, okay? These lies and false thinkings were, in the middle of this thing, and those were making it hard for you to feel emotional fulfillment. But you're cleaning the house of your system, okay, of your mental system, belief systems, okay. All right, you are also leaving the past deeds behind, okay? Anything about the past that makes you feel low, people or events or the ways to look at them, you are all leaving it behind to focus in the moment and potential positive future events, okay? You are no longer um, hindered by past. You are now feeling more powerful from your past. Interesting. Okay, I want a clarification about this. Okay, star card reversed. Okay. Okay, so you were making yourself look more than what you are because you were seeing yourself as, somewhat worthless, and you were, you know, using some lies to cover it. And it was an egoic behavior for you, okay? You were Everyone is the star of their lives, but you were pretending to be something too shiny, okay? Like it was too much and it was tiring for you, but you needed to do it, okay? It wasn't anything wrong. You needed to do it, but now um you are more mature, okay? You have done uh, inner work and healing. Now you know your worth, okay? Now you know yourself. You are already different. You are already unique. And now you don't pretend anymore. Now is the time to be your full self, and you're gonna see that that self, that unique self, is like, better than everything you were trying to create. Any personality, any false personality you were trying to create and show, okay? Because we are all unique creations, okay? And when we find our true self, it is like, nothing else in the universe. Okay, so as I said, you are leaving the sadness about past failures, okay? Because you're beginning to see that they were not failures actually, okay? They seem to be failures because actually they were not yours to accomplish. Those things were not in sync with your true self. They were not in sync with your unique self, and that's because you were feeling that you couldn't accomplish them and you were not good at them, okay? Things were not progressing because they weren't for you actually. The universe have always better things stored for you. Okay. Now this is financial abundance at its best, okay? So this is not to say you're gonna have so much money. You can have it, but this is also getting the abundance with emotional fulfillment, okay? With this, the more you become yourself, the more you become abundant because you are abundant in your own energy, okay? This is not about acquiring money all of a sudden, okay? You are becoming yourself, so the energy flows freely in you, and then the reality shows the abundance back to you. However big or small this financial situation is, it doesn't matter. You're gonna feel great about it. It's gonna feel like, oh, this is just what I need, how I need, okay? You're gonna be like, you know, a comfortable, uh, calm king or queen in your life. You will not have to struggle for attention or for finance, actually. So, for most of you, this is about business partnership. This can be about business partnership. Okay. All right. Uh, you have stopped to struggle too much. You've been struggling too much to accomplish so many things, to prove your worth to people. Okay. You were saying, like, look, I'm doing this and this and this, and these are all good things. So show me some love. So know that I am worthy. You thought that your worth is something that should be approved by others. So you were trying too hard. Okay. You're not doing this. Maybe you are now doing just one thing. Okay. Just one thing that you like, and you feel it is enough because you are enjoying it and you feel emotional fulfillment. Okay. Either you have started to doing this or you're gonna start doing this thing. Probably you are at the beginning stages of this. Okay. Ace of Pentacles is reversed. I'm gonna need a clarification about this. Okay. Okay, there is actually something that you can do that is so you. Okay, like it is so you and it is so powerful, but you don't know it yet. This is interesting. And the blockage there is you are afraid of, of what people are gonna view what you're gonna do and how people are gonna, you know, view you. And the situation here is that you are afraid that people are gonna be afraid of you because of this power. Wow. And this thing is gonna make you financially abundant, but and it's gonna really bring emotional fulfillment. Okay, whatever you earn from this thing, it's gonna feel so good because it is not about money. You are experiencing your true essence. That is the money for you. And this money thing comes as a bonus. Um, Interesting. You might do this with another person, okay, but you are having some, blocks there about that person, about your relationship, and that is why you are delaying this emotional fulfillment. But this thing, this thing that you are and this thing that you can do is just so great. It is incredibly refreshing and so unique to you, and it's gonna feel so good. But there's a fear here, okay? So this thing is hiding behind this fear, and as soon as you work this out, the energy of this thing will start to flow, okay? Wow. Yeah. And also, you are afraid that people will be afraid of you, but you are also afraid of your own power. That is why you wanted to feel powerless most of your life. You chose to be powerless. You chose to feel and look weak on purpose because you were not sure about how to handle this pure power. Wow. Because this is not like anything you have ever seen and anything that anyone has ever seen. Okay. And before you were feeling this potential in you, okay? You have something in yourself so powerful, but it was impossible. You wouldn't know what that is, okay, what that power is, but so you were thinking that you could create this power in another project, okay? You were doing some things else, okay? You were doing so many things. That's how you thought you could experience your power doing so many great things all together, or doing just one thing and doing it incredibly impressive. And that was uh, putting some really pressure on your system, okay, because that path was wrong. So you were a little delusional about the future, about what you can do on this earth, because this thing is real and you can do this on earth and you are this. But since you are not aware of what this is and you are not aware of what you are trying to fit yourself and your power in some other areas, in some other projects, and that's why they didn't work actually. That's why you were having trouble, because those things were delusional. They they couldn't happen, okay? Because you were trying to fit a wrong amount of energy in something that couldn't handle it. So you knew that you were delusional, but you didn't want to admit it, because what else could you do then? You know, you didn't see any other way that you can be or do. You felt this power in you, but how to channel it? In what way? Okay. Okay, this thing is gonna be so nurturing for yourself and for others. When you do this thing, at first hand, you're gonna feel great. You're gonna be nurturing yourself, your system, your body, your spirit, your mentality. It's gonna feel great to you. And then people will benefit from this. This is like this thing is strong in feminine energy. That's why it's nurturing. It could be healing, okay, but really, I just can't get it actually. What this is actually, what kind of a thing this is. But people will feel nurtured. People will feel really great, and it's gonna help you and people around you and society in really great ways. Like it's gonna touch some topics and some maybe scars and traumas maybe that are so crucial in our healing and advancement as species. Yeah. Really interesting. Okay. Yeah, there are some things that hinders you from uh, being aware of this thing or taking action on it. Okay, I want to see things, what else hinders us about this. Maybe the environment that you live in. Okay, you may either move or you may want to, change your environment to be in sync with yourself more. Okay, this is about uh, resonating. Okay, your environment is not resonating with your core self healthily. That's why the energy doesn't flow healthily. So that's why you're having hard time uh, being this thing. Okay, right now your situation is like this. Okay, what else? Okay, you are giving yourself too much to people. Like, you're not saving your energy to yourself. Okay, you have a really powerful energy, and people around you feel this, know this, and you are enjoying this. Okay, sharing your energy to other people, but at the end of the day you feel tired and low energy. Okay, this is another thing. There's a really big, potentially great energy here and thing. I can feel it. Okay, so the future is bright. Okay, don't worry about it. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna know what to do. Things are already in motion. Okay, everything is happening for a reason. Okay, we can just be patient about it. And actually, all the uh, problems right now, like this situation, is actually necessary. Okay, maybe your body is getting accustomed to the new energies. The world is getting ready for this energy. The people are getting ready. Okay, so there is no problem. The future is bright. That's good to know. Yeah. All right. Okay. One last card. Okay. Okay. So after this relief, okay, uh, you don't have to do so much thing. Okay. You can still continue to do whatever you've been doing. Okay. You don't have to make things right. Okay. You don't have to try so much to reach this thing quickly. So the message here is that the flow is gonna carry you to wherever you need to be in, and whatever you need. Okay, the flow is working here. We are actually like uh, just it's like sitting back in our spirit, just watching actually. And when we feel like we need to do something, when we feel that energy, we're gonna do it. Okay, the flow is gonna carry us to places and to people, maybe new people, you know, a new person for you to work with. Yeah. And then you're gonna have your emotional fulfillment, and you're gonna experience your own worth. Okay. because nothing was feeling like it was you, okay? Everything was feeling a little bit off. But this thing is coming, okay? You are getting ready. Everyone is getting ready for this thing, whatever this is. Okay, this is actually great. Uh, Thank you for being there. That was the message. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.